Enemy cruiser sunk.
Hello, I am Fresh Potato, and well, I want to do a look back, right? So let's take a look back at all of 2023's campaign chips, right? You do all this grinding and, to get a campaign chip. Well, let's take a look at the 2023 campaign chips. There were about 10 of them, and in the end, well, I'll give you my personal opinion of what I think was the best campaign chip of 2023. And there's going to be a lot of, opinions, of course, and I appreciate it. And I want you guys to tell me in the comment section what you think out of these 10 chips, the 10 campaign chips of 2023 was the best. So let's get started. The first campaign chip of 2023 was the Pommer. Well, the Pommer, if you are familiar with my channel, you know how I feel about this thing. The torpedo tubes, right? The Pommer is one of those ships that desperately needs a nerf. And yes, it was the first campaign chip of 2023. And yeah, I don't really play it much. But, there's people that, they really like this thing. Me personally, like I said, I think it needs a serious buff to the torpedo tubes at least. So let's go to the next one. Second update of 2023, we saw the Cornot, right? Or the Corno, not the Cornot. The Carno. And the Corno super heavy cruiser, when it came out, it was, I guess everyone was excited, but because of the armor and the speed of it. But it's not one of those ships you see a lot of out there in the seas. Not a lot of people play this ship. I don't really see it. So the Corno, it has great guns. The problem with it was the reload, right? It has a pretty long reload for a super heavy cruiser. And maybe that's why we don't really see it out there in the seas, right? In the seas. Corno, another ship that needs a buff. The reload time needs a buff. And I'm pretty sure Wargaming will do that eventually. But yeah, the Corno, the second campaign chip of 2023. So yeah, let's go to the next. The third ship we received in a campaign in 2023, the Awami. And the Awami, I do see people playing it. Still a very popular ship. The thing about this one was the torps and the firing angles. This is a good ship. I like this ship. One of the best, in my opinion, campaign ships of 2023, the Awami. And I don't think the Awami needs any buffs. It seems to be good the way it is. Maybe longer and better secondary guns, just to give it a sort of a little edge there. Yeah, I would like to see this one with the longer reach secondaries. Give it some long reach secondaries like the Germans and make them accurate. But the Awami still a very good ship. The third campaign ship of 2023, and I wasn't disappointed personally, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people like this ship. Was very happy with this campaign. So yeah, Awami. So let's move on to the next. The fourth campaign chip of 2023, the Agar. And the Agar, when it came out, I saw a lot of people just smashing people with this, other players with this team, with this thing. This was, one of the best campaign chips of 2023. Yeah, because of the guns and decent reload, in my opinion, for a super heavy cruiser. And it also has torps. So the Agar, I don't see a lot of them right now out there, or people playing it. Like I see people playing or still playing the Awami a lot. Um, but yeah, the Agar, another super heavy cruiser, wargaming likes, to release for campaigns. Yeah, and not a bad ship. Not a bad ship. You can, if you want to go that route, you can go secondaries. It's one of those rare cruisers with long secondary guns. If you want to spec into that with, auto ciliacs, it would work. It would work. But yeah, I think it's better to just keep it with, the cruiser setup. But yeah, strong guns. Strong guns. The Agar. So yeah, let's move on to the next. The fifth campaign of 2023. Well, we got the Tulsa, and the Tulsa, personally, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I still play this ship from time to time. Tulsa, yeah, the Tier 8 heavy cruiser. American heavy cruiser, and yeah. If you have ships like Baltimore, you may not really care for the Tulsa, but when you don't have those type of cruisers and you get a ship like the Tulsa, you're amazed. Maybe when I finally unlock the Baltimore and grind, I will really be impressed with the Tulsa. But I like it. I like the Tulsa. Fast reload. You can get decent DPM out of it. It sets good fires. It has really good AP. Yeah, Tulsa. Not a bad ship. Not a bad ship. But yeah, that was the fifth campaign of 2023. So yeah, let's move on to the next. Next was the Giuseppe Verdi, the sixth campaign of 2023. Yep, the Giuseppe Verdi. I like it. I like this ship. You can build for secondaries if you want. It has the SAP secondaries. Or you can build for accuracy because it does have those big, powerful shells, right? The 406s, I think. Yeah. I like this ship. One of the rare battleships with radar. And I do still see people playing it a lot when I'm out there. Giuseppe Verdi, not a bad ship. You do have to angle properly in it, or else you will be sent to the Shadow Realm with ease. Okay, but yeah, I like this ship personally. I like it. Who doesn't want a radar on a battleship, right? It comes in very handy at times. But yeah, the Giuseppe Verdi. Yeah, beautiful ship. But yeah, let's go on to the next. Next, the controversial Z44. The Z44 may be one of the hated campaign ships of 2023. Little old Z44 or Z44. You hear multiple complaints about its guns, but personally, I like it. And I probably like it because I don't really understand destroyers. So maybe it's pure ignorance. But I like this ship. I like running it with the Blue Ferrara, those fast reloading torpedoes, and you can just keep flooding an area with. Oh man, it's really entertaining. Coming from a battleship main, right? But yeah, I like the Z44, and I know, yeah, it's probably will be the worst on some people's list of campaign ships for 2023. But hey, like I said, it's one of those ships, I guess. You either love it or you hate it, right? The Z44, yeah, the seventh campaign ship of 2023. Yeah. So let's go on to the next. The eighth campaign ship. Well, Wargaming decided to switch it up and give us a Tier 7. And that Tier 7, well, is the Anchorage. The Anchorage. Maybe one of the best campaign ships I personally have ever received. And I say that being a person that don't really play this ship much. Okay, I don't really play this ship much, but I know a good campaign ship when I see one. Okay, as far as campaign ships, this is one of the best I've ever received from Wargaming. Anchorage, very, very strong guns. Really good HE. You can start fires. You can just flat out destroy other players with your AP shells. They do hit hard. It has smoke. It has torpedoes. I mean, this is a really, really good heavy cruiser, right? A really good heavy cruiser. Maybe the reload could be better on the guns, but it's still a very, very hard-hitting cruiser, okay? A very, very hard-hitting cruiser. And yeah, I still see people play this ship all the time when I'm out there in the battles, right? You're going to see an Anchorage, okay? People really, really love this ship. And yeah, it's one of the best campaign ships of 2023. And yeah, it makes you wish that Wargaming would probably do more Tier 7s, right? Bring out more campaign, Tier 7 campaigns, you know? If you're going to give us ships like this, okay? The Anchorage, right? Anchorage, the 8th campaign ship of 2023. The 9th campaign ship of 2023, the Hean, right? The Hean. And the thing about this, when it was coming out, everyone was saying, well, it's the Japanese Kansas. Do we still think it's the Japanese Kansas? I don't know. I don't think it is, but it's okay. It's decent. Big guns. Obviously. To me, the best thing about the Hean, the camo. Okay, I really like this camo, right? It's really, really good. But the Hean, not as good to me as the Awami. In my opinion, I think the Awami is better than the Hean. Awami better firing angles, I think. But the Hean, yeah, I mean, I don't really see much, even though it was a more recent campaign. I don't really see it out there a lot, like how I see like the Awami or Z44s or, you know, Anchorage. But yeah, the Awami, I guess people maybe mixed opinions on this ship. To me, it's nowhere near being like a Kansas. Yeah, but big guns, sometimes fun to play when RNG allows it. But yeah, it's, in my opinion, it's mediocre. It's in the middle for me. But yeah, the 9th campaign of 2023. Yeah, Hean. And that brings us to the 10th and final campaign ship, the Brisbane. And the Brisbane, well, I still haven't really played it. I do see a lot of people playing it, but that's, you know, understandable because it's the recent and the last campaign. But Brisbane is, I guess, a Minotaur, but with HE and no smoke. The Brisbane, like I said, I see a lot of people playing it and playing it well. I did play this a few times. My first game I played in it was a 100K game. The second was an 80K game. So if I could do that, I'm pretty sure, yeah, when this ship in the right hands will do a lot of damage. And that makes me think maybe this could be the best campaign ship of the year. Maybe. I think it's still too soon to tell, but it does perform very, very well. This is the camo, guys, okay? That's probably one of the things I don't like, is that camo that looks like it's not a camo. But hey, if that's the historical camel, or well, I guess it is what it is. I guess. But yeah, the Brisbane Wargaming decided to give us a legendary tier campaign. People have mixed opinions on them doing that. So yeah, that's one of the things. Tell me what you think. Do you think they should be giving out legendary tier campaign ships like this? Yeah, but yeah, Brisbane, guys. It's the last campaign ship of 2023. It is the 10th campaign ship of 2023. But yeah, we had a few good ships there. But like I said, my personal favorite ship, well, what I think is the best campaign ship of 2023. The best campaign ship of 2023 has to go to the Anchorage. It has to go to the Anchorage. In my opinion, this is the best campaign ship Wargaming gave us in 2023. Like I said, I still see a lot of people playing it. It hasn't disappeared. Okay, like the Coro. Okay, it's still being played, and it performs well. Even though you do see people always stopping broadside for some reason to pop their smoke, only to be annihilated. But it's still a really, really good ship. Yeah, I mean, Wargaming got this one right. They got it right. Tier 7 campaign ship, Maybe that's why I see a lot of it, maybe. But I don't know. To me, this was a really, really good ship to be in a campaign. Maybe because I'm used to ships not being all that good when it comes to campaign. But yeah, this, in my opinion, the Anchorage, the best campaign ship of 2023. But yeah, that's all I got. You guys, tell me what you think. What's your favorite campaign ship of 2023 out of the 10? I know some of you guys are going to say the Pommer, and I'm going to look at you like you're crazy. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, whatever floats your boat. If you like those type of battleships that get their torpedo tubes blown out in the first 2 minutes of the battle, hey, that's that's on you. Some people may say the Giuseppe Verdi, the Tulsa. Coro, Awami, Agar, Hean, Brisbane. Yeah. What was your favorite campaign ship of 2023? Yeah. That's all I got. And like I said, leave a comment. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Enemy cruiser sunk.